One. Hi, welcome to King Motors. You've clicked the link to our 2017 Volkswagen Golf GTE. This is an SA NAV spec car, but it's just a gorgeous little thing. It's one of those weird things that happens every now and then. When you do anything for a living, it becomes a bit boring, I suppose. You can get a bit blasé about it. But every now and then something comes along that you don't really expect to excite you or interest you. But it really does, and suddenly all the things you thought prior, like about certain types of brands and stuff, are just wrong. This is definitely one of those moments for me. I think the car is absolutely fabulous. It's a lovely, lovely, lovely car, and so elastic in how it can perform. But anyway, I'm just going to say, if you like content like this, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll put a link in the video's description, should you find it on YouTube or something, to take you directly to the ad. And finally, I'm going to put the price here as to what you can finance this car for through us, should you choose to. Here we are out in the Golf GTE, and the first question I suppose you should ask yourself is, what is a Golf GTE? The Golf GTE is basically a plug-in hybrid Golf GTI. So you get the Golf GTI performance, but you get plug-in hybrid economy, which is kind of great. Like at the minute we've got 28 miles of range, pure electric range, and it really is doing it. Put it in hybrid and that will separate it out, whereby you'll probably get late 50, 60 mpg, which is a seriously good thing, considering you can drive this car around the city all day, every day, and it's never going to block up its DPF or any of that kind of stuff. So it's pretty great in that sense. The other thing about it then is, if you're able to plug it in at night and plug it in at work, or just one or the other, you'll probably never use any fuel realistically. Like most people's commute is less than 28 miles in a day, so this car kind of covers all that. But there's a real Jekyll and Hyde-ness to this little thing, in so much as we have 3 modes down here, which I'll just look up. We have E-mode, hybrid, or battery charge. Battery charge is very good, by the way. Does its own thing. If you're on the motorway and you haven't plugged it in, you can charge the battery. Anyway, we also have a GTE mode. So we press GTE, and suddenly this car gives you both motors, all the electric push and all the petrol push, and it becomes a seriously fast car. We have a 6-speed DSG gearbox, which is Volkswagen's thing, dual clutch transmission. So it's a renowned gearbox. It's a fantastic thing. Anyone who knows about it knows about it. It's really, really good. So the car becomes a real no-fooling GTI. Goes like a Golf GTI. Certainly is reminiscent of any of those things in my mind, in terms of the steering inputs and the dynamism of the car. It's really dynamic. Like, it feels very much like a Golf GTI would, or a VRS, or any of that sort of quick stuff at the minute, except it does one thing really well that the others don't do. It's really well damped. Like, I did expect this car, in all honesty, to shake my brains out and to be very focused now, and it isn't. It really, really isn't. Absolutely gorgeous ride quality in it. We're on pretty bad roads now, and it's not shaking me apart one iota. It's exactly the same as anything, a Qashqai or Tiguan or anything else we kind of have in stock. It's really good like that. But it's very much a GTI car. All of these plug-in hybrids are quick. They have a lot of performance, but this is the first one that I've sat in where it really feels like it's designed to be a sports version, and it's all here. And the other thing about Volkswagen, I suppose I have to admit, I do a lot of giving out about Volkswagen, particularly because we sell lots of Skodas, and Skodas come with tons of spec, but you sell an equivalent Golf and it's got no spec at all. This is not the case here. They're obviously using this as like a flagship sort of line in Volkswagen, in the Golf now, to try and get people into them. And this car comes with everything in terms of spec, literally everything. We have sat-nav, we have full 360 parking sensors around the car and the diagram in the middle. We have full Bluetooth phone connectivity, which is fantastic. That allows any, like if you've got YouTube on the phone for kids wanting to hear the wheels on the bus for the 400th time, like my life, you can just play it through the thing, and it keeps everybody happy, or quiet at least. Then the other thing that this one has, we've cruise control on it, which is fairly standard, but we've radar cruise control. And radar cruise control is, in my opinion, the best piece of, the best thing that any car has come out with in the last 20 years. You go down the motorway with radar cruise on, and the car brakes for you. It brakes quicker than you will ever brake. It's 100% trustworthy, and it just makes like a trip to Galway or something just so easy. You just set it at 75 mph, and it'll do its own thing. If someone pulls in front of you, the car will slow down. It keeps a set distance apart, so you can set the distances on the steering as to how far you want it to be, or back, and it does all that for you. So it's just a fine car. Build quality again is 100% Volkswagen, and again this is a flagship, so it's coming with loads of stuff. Nice carbon inlay on the dash. We've got real aluminium door handles, real aluminium inlay is sort of everywhere. So it's just a gorgeous car. We also have a GTE steering wheel, but it's the full GTI steering wheel in actual fact. So it's a fabulous thing. It's really good. Like, it's one of the best of these plug-in hybrid things that I've sat in, actually, to be honest. It's, in terms of it being impressed, like, I didn't think I would be impressed. I thought it was, oh yeah, it's a hybrid Golf. It's not. It's a real GTI hybrid. Like, and it's cool. I like it very much. It has everything I want on a car. Certainly ticks the boxes for me. Anyway, I'll move on from the car. I'll just quickly move on to us. Just if you're traveling any distance to come and see us. We were one of the very first ever second-hand dealers to be SIMI, and now we are an AA approved dealer. And the AA approved dealing thing means that we are able to offer AA approved warranty of up to 2 years on the cars. And that is the absolute flagship of warranties in this country. It's the best. Nobody else competes with the AA in terms of warranty. And the other sort of feather in our cap, I feel, is that the AA are super brand protective. You won't find every dealer being allowed to sell AA warranty. So for us, I think it speaks volumes for us about the type of people we are and the type of business we run. So that's kind of it. Yeah, I'm going to wrap the video up there, and I just want to say thanks for watching. We do appreciate you taking the time to do it. But hopefully it kind of showed you the type of people we are and what the car is like in real life, and some of the buttons and functions, and answered a few questions for you. But yeah, that's it. So I'm going to say goodbye, and like I said, hopefully it makes your decision to come and see us easier, and we look forward to seeing you soon.